Welcome to Crafty Convos, where we create more than just crafts. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first podcast video. I'm whispering because my babies are asleep, so it's nap time, and this is when I can get stuff done. So don't mind my hair. I don't know. I just took my twist out. I don't know what they're doing, so we're gonna let them do them. At some point, Kasaya is probably gonna wake up, so we're gonna have a special guest on our first episode. Let me calm down. This podcast is called Crafty Conversations, and I wanted to bring, my crafty side out, and I also wanted to chit chat because another thing about myself, something about myself that y'all don't know, or a lot of y'all don't know, is that I do love to talk about myself. And not even in like a cocky way. Like I like to relate to people, and I like for people to know I relate to them. So I am an open book, and I usually tell a lot of stories about myself. And so I want to talk to you guys about myself as well. No, for real. I do like to talk, and I like to hear myself talk. So let's just get into it. So the craft I'm doing today is crochet, of course. That is my fixation right now. So much to get into. But before we get into the questions that I have curated, thanks to ChatGPT, I am going to tell y'all a little bit about myself because I do have a lot of new followers from recent videos. So thank you guys for all the love on those. But I also wanted to touch bases on other things like myself. And I'm a rambler, y'all, especially when I'm doing something. Like, I ramble. What I'm making today this is for an order. This is for Alliage. This is your hat, babes. So I am making the hat. It's almost done. These hats don't take long at all to make. So yes, that's what I will be making. Let me actually assess my work so I know what to do, because once I start rambling, then things get crazy. Okay, I feel like it could come down like maybe I would say like 3 or 4 more rows. Let's get into it. My name is Destiny. I like to go by, or like I want to go by like Desmo now, just because Destiny is so saturated. There's too many Destinies in this world. I went to school with like 4 Destinies, and I was just in like my grade and the grade below me. I mean, my grade and the grade above me. There was like 4 Destinies that I went to high school with. So no, we're not doing that. Y'all can call me Desmo. Desmo is a family name. It is my first and my last name smushed together. Destiny, Moses, Desmo. So that's where that comes from. I'm a mother of 2. I'm in a relationship. These are all things like if you're on my page and you watch my page, and you will already know this information, but I'm just telling you again because some people this is their first impression. So I have a boyfriend. We've been together like 1.5 years now. Time is flying. But he is military, and he is away sometimes, and I'm by myself with the kids. But we make it work, honey. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my gosh, I love this life. No, I wish my man was home, but we'll save that for another question, because I'll be getting into all that good stuff as well. But yes, and we live in Jacksonville, Florida. So that is, what else? What else would y'all want to know? My favorite color is like orange, pink, and blue. I love the color orange. I don't know. That's my weird color. Everybody, I feel like, has a weird color. They like that. They don't want to be like, oh yeah, that's my favorite color. They want to be basic and be like pink, black, whatever. So this thing is what is it called? This thing is heavy in the bag. It keeps falling. If y'all have more questions, please ask, because I'm not good at this off the dome stuff. That's why I had to have ChatGPT help me with questions. So let's get into those. I mix it up between like military girlfriend stuff, being a mother stuff and like being a woman stuff. So I just got like a few questions I'm gonna touch bases on. I'm nervous. What's one thing being a mom no one prepared you for? No one prepared me. I can't do this. I have to do it. What's one thing about being a mom no one prepared you for? I would say just how in depth, like, people were telling me, yes, that your life is going to change once you become a mother, but nobody told me, like, to go to the store, I'm going to have to get 2 kids ready, and then I'm going to have to get myself ready, and then before I go out with Kasaya, I have to make sure she's fed, or while we're in the middle of the store, because I like to linger, while we're in the middle of the store, she's going to get hungry, and then I'm going to have to go home and make a bottle. So, like, that cuts my shopping trip in half. No one told me that if one kid is sick, both kids are out, unless I just want to go back and forth and take that one sick kid with me to go take the other kid to school, so that kid can be in school, so I can be at home with the sick kid. Like, it's just how much your day-to-day changes. I don't be feeling like doing nothing no more. I would much rather stay in the house. People be like, oh, go out, let's go out to eat. You can bring the kids, just bring the kids. I don't want to do that, because one thing about it, I don't like telling my child that he has to act like an adult at the table when he's a child. He's not gonna sit quiet. He's not gonna sit and, engage in conversation. He's gonna want to be to himself, play with his little toys, play with his coloring book, and that's what he's gonna want to do. And I don't like when people try to make my kids be quiet and stuff like that, because I don't like that. So I'm very picky about even bringing him around certain crowds. But this is what I mean when I say I ramble. I just go on and on. The next question is, how has becoming a mom changed your identity as a woman? I would say it changed my identity. And if you know, or if you've been watching, I've been saying, like, being a mom has become my whole personality. I feel like it changed me for the better. It's a lot of things that I do think about more now when it comes to how I react in certain situations, because I have kids, and I just want to make sure I'm meeting the standard that I want to meet, and being a role model. I don't want to be my kids' besties, but I do want to be my kids' besties. Like, I want them to be able to tell me anything. And now I am stepping into a new identity, I feel like, where I'm finally figuring out myself. I feel like now I'm becoming a woman, okay? And I've been a woman, but like I have it drilled in my head that I had to be a certain type of way to fit a certain type of aesthetics, to fit a certain type of whatever. I'm my own person, okay? I'm a little crazy. I like to do arts and crafts. I like to feed my family. I like to be lovey-dovey with my boyfriend. I like, all the things. And I want to live in my truth. And that's the pivot and the rebrand that I'm trying to make now. What's something you used to judge moms for before you became one? I used to judge mothers, the whole posting your baby thing. Like, when your baby's first born and not posting their face, and then like hiding their face like throughout, but you still post your kid on social media. I used to be like, I was like, why is they doing that? That makes no sense. Like, I don't. But as I got older, I started understanding, and you don't want your baby face all out there. Even with Cash, I caught on real quick. I didn't post his face until he was a month old. And I understand now why women do that, because there's creepy people in this world, and you know how that goes. Let me see what this is doing. I just don't want, she said her last one was too big, so I'm just trying to not make it too big. That's the main goal. I still gotta add the ruffles, but like two more rows. I understand now because, baby, I don't want my baby's face. I didn't want my baby's face posted the whole first month he was born. With Kasaya, I posted her like 20 minutes after I had her. Oh, I posted her like right after I had her, just because I'm just so like, I'm not faking this junk. I'm trying not to curse on here because I know my parents are gonna watch. What the fuck did I just do? What did I just do, bro? See, this is why I can't talk and do this. Okay, something weird just happened. I gotta fix it. I didn't care about Kasaya being posted. I'm just not, what you see is what you get, y'all. Like, I'm just not that person anymore. I don't care what the public eye may think in certain aspects when it comes to like realism, like being real, because I know half of y'all be putting on a facade, but it's okay. I'm gonna let you know, you gotta let people live in what they feel like is their truth. Okay, so I'm gonna step into questions now, more like angled at military girlfriend life. So the first question is, how do you handle emotional highs and lows of long distance? Emotional highs of long distance. So it's weird. When my boyfriend is gone, I'm so productive. I can wash the dishes, wash the clothes, mop the floor, sweep the floor, mop the floor, clean everybody's room, clean everybody's bathroom. You know, I can be real productive around here. When he is here, I don't be wanting to do none of that. I be wanting to be under him. And, you know, it's nothing wrong with wanting to be under your man, but you gotta like find balance, because I don't want him look. And I even told him this. I was like, do you feel like I don't be cleaning up? And he was like, no, because I see that you like this house be clean and stuff, like. But I don't know, it's just I don't be wanting to do it around him. So sometimes like I won't do certain things, and I'll wait till he's gone to do certain things. But yeah, so I feel like it's an advantage with him being gone. That's not a good thing. That's something I actually need to work on. But when he's gone, I do feel like that. And when he's here, I be wanting to be all in his arms. So that would be something, because I look forward to him leaving in a way so I can get stuff done. I don't know how to put it, but yeah. And then emotional high lows would be, child, it's not easy having, like, being a stay-at-home mom is cute and all, but it's not my favorite. You know, it's just not giving what I thought it was gonna give. And that's because I'm a person who likes to be busy, and I can make myself busy, but it's like different if I'm making myself busy and making my own routine and stuff versus like someone giving me one. And you know, I have that to look forward to, because when you're at work, you know, you're just doing the routine and the job easily, but when you're at home and you're like, okay, I want to get this done today, it's like, ugh, do I really want to do that, or I can do it tomorrow, which that is not good. That is something that can be worked on, you know, within yourself, and that's something I'm working on too. But y'all, literally, I'm just getting out of postpartum. Like, I was, well, not getting out of, I'm taking control of it more, because it is hard without my boyfriend here. He is such a big help. When he is here, he tries to be the biggest help to the best of his ability, but it's also another con is that I have a routine here. You coming in messing up my routine. And I told him that, and he was just like, he asked me like 3 times, like, do I really, yeah, you really be messing up my routine. So like, I don't know, certain things irritate me. If you're rocking my baby a certain way, and that she's screaming, and I know that I can rock her a certain way and she'll stop screaming, but I want to let you do it because, you know, you're trying, and I want to let you try. It is so hard, y'all. It is so hard to like just not get aggravated, and like little things like that is what I'm talking about. There she go. So we have Kasai in the building. She has bad head. Don't mind her. But the highs and lows for me and my relationship, it's not bad. It's stuff that could very well be like worked on and fixed, and just a simple communication, and we're good with that. Like communicating, we're very good with that. So simple communication can be fixed and stuff like that. So it's not really emotional highs and lows. Emotionally, I'll be fine. Besides when she be acting crazy, like I be having my moments. But I feel like every mother has their moments, whether their partner is away or here or long distance or, whatever the case may be. The next question is, what's something you've learned about yourself in this role? I learned that I know how to cater to people, and it is my passion to cater to people. I like to cook for people. I like to just make people feel special. I like to make sure, I'm a real wifey. Trayvon. Let me stop. So I learned that I really am that. I don't have to try too hard because it comes second nature when it comes to like nurturing my family in this role of like, having to handle everything while he's away. And I can do that. Like I'm strong. I realize that I am strong because this is not for the weak, honey. When I tell you this is not for the weak, I commend stay-at-home moms. I really do. And I don't want to hear nothing until you try it, until you really be in the role of a military girlfriend. Your husband be out to, your boy, I'm manifesting. So your husband be out to sea for weeks and months at a time. Crazy. Like, it's crazy. Next is, this is more like womanhood type questions. What does a soft life mean to you, and how do you create that energy for yourself? To me, I feel like a soft life is dilly-dallying. Like the whole dilly-dallying thing, when that trend became something, and like everybody, all the women were posting like their dilly-dallying. Wherever that is to you, that is a soft life. Not having to worry about nothing, like having no worries in the world. I don't want to be worrying about bills. Like that is so manly to be worrying about bills. Like I don't want to worry about bills. I don't want to worry about nothing. The only thing I need to be worrying about is what we eating for dinner tonight and what kind of craft I want to do, what school my kid is going to. Like I want to worry about that. So coming home, anticipating that my man is coming home, so get the food ready, get the house ready, all the good stuff. Like this podcast is not going as planned. And how do I create that energy for myself? I make sure I make time for myself. I make sure that if I have a problem with something in my household, I address it. I make sure that my needs are being met. I make sure that my kids' needs are being met. I make sure that I don't worry myself to death, because that is the main thing that will make me go crazy. And anything of a soft life, I can't have a soft life if I'm stressing. So whatever makes me not have to stress, then that's how I create the energy. What's one myth about being a woman do we wish we could destroy? Do you wish you could destroy? I wish one myth about a woman that I wish I could destroy is the fact that we're perfect all the time. The fact that, and I'm gonna get deep because that's just what this podcast is gonna be. If I don't feel like painting my nails, I'm not doing that. If I don't feel like having acrylic on my nails, I'm not doing that. If I don't feel like having makeup on, I'm not doing that. Womanhood is that we're perfect. Like, we're not perfect, and I can attest to that. Like, I'm not perfect. My hair be looking a mess sometimes, most of the times, and I know a lot of people can relate. Like, I know this is something that women, y'all can stop capping, y'all can relate, that y'all don't be doing. Y'all, this facade y'all be trying to put on social media is so fake. I wish people were more real, and I'm actually like trying to find more creators that are more real and post like, the real life shit, the real life stuff. So I just hate the facade that we're perfect and that we're just so upkept. Now, don't get me wrong, some women are, and those some women don't got kids, and I can guarantee you that they don't have young kids. I'm not that person right now. I'm not in that era of my life. Maybe one day, but the facade is just bigger than what it needs to be. What are you most proud of? The clarity I have now is unmatched. The clarity I have now, I'm able to give myself a lot more grace. I'm able to look at situations differently. I'm able to not get, mad more. Even like in my relationship, I try to be level-headed and have the thought of like, it's us against the problem. That is pretty much this first podcast. I know it's probably a lot of rambling. Y'all have to forgive me. I had to get used to being in front of a camera and used to talking out loud, because I am also trying to work on me talking out loud. If y'all can't tell, I sound a little crazy because I'm a teacher, and when you're a teacher, if you are a teacher, you start talking like a kid when you've been a teacher for so long. So I have to relearn how to use big girl words. It's crazy. And that was our first episode. We did like a round. Okay, sorry, I'm a mommy and my baby woke up, but when we get this stuff more together, then the episodes will be more put together. But this is the first episode. We are chaotic around here, and that is just how it is. Okay, let's say bye. She says bye. Thank you guys for watching, and comment, like, and subscribe, like and share all the things, whatever app this is on, do that please. But yes, bye guys.